What's up guys, I'm Nick and this is Build Dad Build, where our motto is once you go black, you gotta go metallic. That's right, we're gonna do some black metallic Shou Sugi Ban. What we do a lot of the time here at Build Dad Build, and by we I mean me, is procrastinate. I need to get a couple of power carving videos out. I know I brought you the 101 part 1, part 2 needs to come out. If you guys are really interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. But I have not burned anything in a long time, and I think that has been my stopgap as far as like getting to this carving video. And I recently had a viewer reach out to me and ask me if I could do a black Shou Sugi Ban treatment. And I'm not talking about gator, he wanted the texture of the wood just black. Now, you know I'm fully capable of putting a little or a lot of stank on it. But I don't know if it's gonna look very good. I don't know how well it's gonna translate. To me, that's black on black. I don't know if you're actually even gonna be able to see it, especially on camera. While my brain biscuits were pounding this around in my head, I thought about the UNiCORN SPiT metallic stains. Those stains really stick out. So what if I went extra stanky, scrape it, dye it black, and then come back and hit the highlights with some metallics? I'm either crazy or a genius. All right guys, if you're new to the Shou Sugi Ban process, I would watch this video right here. Because I'm not gonna go over the basics in this one. I'm basically gonna burn these boards, I'm gonna scrape them, we're gonna get a little Keda wood dye out, we're gonna dye them black, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna give them a little love with the UNiCORN SPiT. Now, let's get to work. When you get older, you gotta stop playing with toys. I just say, the toys get cooler. Alright guys, it's been 24 hours. I wanted to give that dye plenty of time to soak into the wood and dry. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a straight black Shou Sugi Ban dye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with some of these UNiCORN SPiT metallic gel stains and try to do a dry brush over the top to make the grain pop. While they're stanky, let's make them extra stanky. Alright, we're out in the garage. It's the next day, and I'm getting ready to put some finish on these. I just wanted to show you guys something. So, see how that's kind of chalky looking? That is actually a feature of UNiCORN SPiT. Once it gets that chalky color to it and gets a little washed out, I've seen some people ask about that. That means that it's ready for finish. You don't see it as much. You can see it a little bit. You don't see it as much on the metallics. But definitely if you're using just like regular UNiCORN SPiT, if it gets kind of that chalky, like I had a problem with it and didn't realize that it's supposed to do that. That is an indicator to show you that it is ready to receive finish. Also, another thing that I have discovered recently about UNiCORN SPiT is that you want to use an oil-based finish, not a water-based finish. You probably wouldn't have as much of a problem if you're spraying on, like I'm going to spray on with just this rattle can today. But if you're brushing, you may actually start dragging the the SPiT around with you if you're using water-based. So just wanted to kind of hop in here and let you guys know that. What we're gonna do is I'm just using a little clear lacquer by Deft. I love this stuff. And we're gonna hit this with probably 2 coats, and then we'll check out some results later today. I'm sorry, I'm doing this on my phone, so I'm looking over here, but the camera's over there. I apologize if that looks weird. Oh, look at Wanda back there. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, let's get to work. All right, guys, and we're back. It's been a little over 2 hours since I did the last coat of finish. So let's go over the results. First up, and you guys have already seen it, is the Black Shou Sugi Ban straight up, but now it's a little shinier. The shine, I think, gives it a little bit more contrast. I really just dig the way this looks, though. It looks slick. I just always didn't think it would do it justice for it to be just black, but you can still see all of that detail. It's amazing. Next up we have the metallic pink and red, or the Cupid and Helios. The reason I'm doing these together is because they look really similar. This is the pink and this is the red. I mean, look at that. Like, I can't tell hardly a difference. I know that the creator of UNiCORN SPiT has been having a really hard time with getting the metallic red just right, so I think that may be the case here. Although I really love the way that looks. That pink, let's just call it pink because the red comes off pretty pink too. That pink really plays well off of that, just the contrast black of the Shou Sugi Ban, or the dye, I guess I should say. Next up we have the Mercury, or the antique silver. You get kind of that gray to black contrast. Looks pretty slick. That particular board has some really tight grain. I think the black really plays off of the metallic gray with those thin lines. Good coffee. And then we have Hepaestus. I don't know how to pronounce this. So it is the ancient bronze color. It's got kind of almost a coppery orange to it. Again, that contrasting with the black looks really cool. The interesting thing about this is that color is almost a natural wood tone, except in a metallic. It gives you this kind of oddly organic feel, even though it's got a metallic tone to it. Coming right up on the heels of that is Athena, the polished copper look. It's similar, it has more of a metallic and less of that orangey look to it. Still kind of gives you that same wood, but like a new species of wood feel, or something along those lines. Emerald, I think it kicks it up a notch. And so this is coffee. All right, guys, this is my favorite one. We're gonna save that. All right, guys, so I tried to just do kind of a similar thing with the white, but the white did pull just enough out of the black dye, I think, to make it just kind of muddle into a gray. So once it was dry, I came back and I hit it with a little bit of the turquoise and a little bit of the pink, and then I sanded it back so you could get the grain out of there. That kind of has a similar effect to some experiments I did with some UNiCORN SPiT not too long ago. I'll even link to that video right here if you want to see those other experiments. And now, my favorite. It's right here. Oh, it's gotta be some dark roast. It might be some double oaked dark roast. Wink! But here is my favorite. Check that out. It just looks so good. I think the pink is a solid runner-up to this, but just this one to me is my favorite. This is the turquoise, or the metallic turquoise, over the black dye. And that one for me just has the best color contrast. It just does it for me. So even though that one's my favorite, guys, do me a favor, let me know in the comments down below which one's your favorite, because I kind of want to hear from you guys too, and let me know why. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Special shout out to Trent that sent me this question over on if I could do like a black Shou Sugi Ban. Trent, if you haven't seen this video already, I'm gonna try to get you the results as well, especially the black one, because I know that's the one that you're interested in, but you know, we'll do all the things. And while we're shouting people out, I'd like to shout out all these folks right here. My patrons, I couldn't do it without you. You guys are awesome. You guys are gonna be the reason that I'm getting this tramp stamp. Kidding. And of course, a special shout out goes to Nick the Greek, Stephen Mann, Eric Easy E. Weiss, Derek Coates, Caveman Ross, Chuck Faulkner, and the Weekend DIYer. Clinkies, gentlemen. Clinkies. Coffee, of course. I'm throwing the gauntlet down. Whoosh. Ladies, who wants to be my first female Boilermaker patron? Get your name up there in lights. I'll shout you out. I can't say, thank you, gentlemen, anymore, because it'll be, thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Alright guys, all joking aside, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you have subscribed, find 5 friends and make them subscribe too. Please and thank you. Alright guys, until next time, thanks for playing. And now I gotta get to work.